Oh, dear listener, imagine this. The world outside your window fades to black, replaced by a velvet sky where stars wink like old friends sharing secrets. Your bed becomes a cloud, soft and weightless, carrying you back through the mists of time to moments so serene they wrap your mind in silk and ease every knot from your weary soul. If you've ever lain awake, thoughts racing like shadows in the night, this is your sanctuary, the most serene moments in history for deep sleep. A tapestry of peaceful whispers from the past, designed not to thrill, but to soothe, to lull you into the deepest, most restorative slumber. Hit that subscribe button now, so these tranquil tales find you every restless night. Like if your eyelids are already growing heavy, and share with someone whose sleep needs this gentle embrace. Now, breathe in the calm, hold it like a cherished memory, and exhale slowly, letting go. Let us begin. Tonight, we speak to you, the one who battles the silence of insomnia, whose mind wanders endless paths when the world quiets. These stories are for adults like you, craving not excitement, but the soft rhythm of history's most peaceful breaths. No wars, no chaos, only the hushed beauty of moments where humanity paused, reflected, and found harmony. We'll drift through the Pax Romana's golden hush, Buddha's enlightenment under a sacred tree, the enlightened salons of 18th century Europe, and more, each unfolded with languid detail to guide you into dreams. Close your eyes, feel the tension melt, and float with me. Let us start with the Pax Romana, that sublime era of Roman peace from 27 BCE to 180 CE, a time when the empire stretched like a vast, serene blanket over the known world, cradling millions in stability and quiet prosperity. Picture Augustus Caesar, born Gaius Octavius in 63 BCE, rising from the ashes of civil strife to become the first emperor. After the turmoil of Julius Caesar's assassination and the battles at Actium in 31 BCE, where Octavian's fleets glided across the Ionian Sea in a dance of oars and sails, he ushered in an age where swords were sheathed and plows turned the earth anew.
Renamed Augustus, the Exalted One, by the Senate in 27 BCE, he closed the doors of the Temple of Janus, a symbolic act declaring peace for the first time in over 2 centuries. Imagine those massive bronze doors creaking shut in the Roman Forum, the air filled with the soft scent of incense from nearby altars as citizens breathed collective sighs of relief. Under Augustus, the empire bloomed in tranquility. Roads like the Appian Way snaked through Italy's rolling hills, paved with smooth stones that whispered under cartwheels, connecting distant provinces without the clamor of conquest. Aqueducts arched gracefully across valleys, carrying crystal-clear water from mountain springs to cities where fountains babbled like lullabies. In Rome itself, the Pantheon rose with its oculus open to the heavens, a dome so perfect it seemed to hold the sky in gentle suspension. Augustus rebuilt temples, sponsored poets like Virgil, whose Aeneid sang of heroic journeys ending in peaceful founding. Virgil, born in 70 BCE near Mantua, penned verses in quiet villas surrounded by vineyards, his words flowing like the Po River, serene and eternal. As the era unfolded under successors like Tiberius, Caligula, whose early reign promised calm before madness, Claudius, and Nero, the peace held, albeit with whispers of intrigue. But it was under the 5 good emperors, Nerva, Trajan, Hadrian, Antoninus Pius, and Marcus Aurelius, that serenity peaked. Trajan, ruling from 98 to 117 CE, expanded the empire to its zenith, yet his conquests were measured, followed by infrastructure that fostered quiet trade. Markets in Trajan's Forum hummed softly with merchants from Arabia bartering spices, cinnamon and myrrh wafting through marble halls, while philosophers strolled colonnades, debating ethics in hushed tones. Hadrian, from 117 to 138 CE, traveled his vast realm not as a conqueror, but a wanderer, seeking harmony. He built his wall in northern Britain, a stone ribbon across misty moors, not for war, but to define peaceful borders where soldiers gardened in their spare time. In Athens, he completed the temple of Olympian Zeus, its columns rising like ancient trees in a sacred grove, where olive branches swayed in Mediterranean breezes. In Antoninus Caius, reigning 138 to 161 CE, embodied quiet governance. His rule saw no major wars, only the steady flow of administration from his villa at Laurium, surrounded by gardens where bees droned lazily among lavender.
Then came Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor from 161 to 180 CE, whose meditations were penned in tranquil moments amid campaigns, though even those were defensive, preserving the peace. Imagine him in his tent along the Danube, quills scratching parchment by lamplight, reflecting on Stoic virtues. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. His words, like a soft mantra, echoed through the empire's libraries where scrolls unrolled in silent reading rooms. The Pax Romana fostered arts, mosaics depicting idyllic scenes of vineyards and shepherds, baths like those in Pompeii where warm waters soothe the body, steam rising like dreams. Economically, serenity reigned. The denarius coin stabilized trade, allowing farmers in Gaul to sell wheat peacefully to bakers in Egypt. Cultural exchanges flowed gently, Greek philosophy blending with Roman law and academies where students debated under plane trees. Religions coexisted in quiet tolerance, temples to Jupiter alongside shrines to Isis, their incense mingling in the air. Daily life hummed with calm routine, families gathering for simple meals of bread, olives, and wine in atriums open to the sky, children playing knucklebones in sun-dappled courtyards. Yet this peace was not flawless. Whispers of unrest in Judea or along frontiers, but for most it was a golden hush. By Marcus Aurelius's death in 180 CE, the era's end loomed with Commodus's instability, but its legacy lingered, a time when the world paused, breathed, and flourished in harmony. Feel that ancient calm settling over you now, the soft rustle of togas and forums, the distant lowing of cattle in pastoral fields. As your breath deepens, let's glide to another serene pinnacle, Siddhartha Gautama's enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in 5th century BCE India, a moment of profound inner peace that birthed Buddhism. Born around 563 BCE in Lumbini, Nepal, as a prince in the Shakya clan, Siddhartha lived in opulent palaces where silk curtains billowed in gentle breezes, shielded from suffering by his father, King Suddhodana. Yet curiosity stirred. At 29, he ventured beyond, encountering old age, illness, death, and an ascetic, sights that whispered of life's transience. Renouncing his throne, he wandered as a mendicant, studying under hermits in forests where leaves fell like soft sighs. For 6 years, he practiced austerity near the Niranjana River, his body thinning to shadows, meditating on riverbanks where lotuses bloomed in still pools. Realizing extremes led nowhere, he accepted milk rice from Sujata, a village girl, under a peepal tree, later the Bodhi tree, in Bodh Gaya. Seating himself on kusa grass, facing east as the sun dipped into twilight, he vowed not to rise until truth revealed itself. Through the night,
As stars wheeled overhead like silent guardians, Siddhartha confronted Mara, the tempter, whose illusions, fear, desire, doubt, dissolved like mist in dawn light. In profound stillness, he attained enlightenment. The four noble truths dawned. Suffering exists, arises from craving, ceases with its end via the eightfold path. The earth trembled softly, as if sighing in relief. Flowers bloomed out of season, their petals unfurling in quiet celebration. For 7 weeks, he lingered under the tree, its heart-shaped leaves shading him as he internalized nirvana, ultimate peace, free from cycles of rebirth. Teaching began at Sarnath's deer park, where 5 ascetics listened in a grove alive with gentle deer grazing, the air scented with sandalwood. His first sermon, the Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, rolled like a wheel of Dharma, spreading serenity across India. Monasteries rose in bamboo groves, monks in saffron robes walking mindfully, their footsteps silent on forest paths. Buddhism's emphasis on meditation, sitting in lotus pose, breath flowing like a calm river, offered tools for inner peace, influencing emperors like Ashoka, who, after Kalinga's war in 262 BCE, embraced non-violence, planting shade trees along roads for weary travelers.
Imagine meditating with the Buddha, the soft chime of temple bells and distant viharas, lotus ponds reflecting moonlight, mantras humming like bees in summer gardens. His parinirvana in 483 BCE at Kushinagar, lying on his right side between sal trees blooming white, was the ultimate serene release, body dissolving into elements, spirit eternal. Buddhism's legacy, Zen gardens in Japan, where raked gravel mimics rippling water, promoting tranquil contemplation. Feel that enlightenment's glow warming you, inner storms calming.
You are lying on tatami that smells of fresh rush grass. The year is 900 CE. Kyoto, Japan. A sliding shoji screen is open to a moon viewing garden. Cherry petals drift across black sand raked into perfect ripples. Your pillow is a lacquered wooden headrest. Your blanket is the Heian night itself. Breathe in the scent of plum incense. Breathe out every email you never sent. Subscribe now so the moon always finds your window. Like if your shoulders just dropped 3 inches. Comment only, still floating, and I'll know you're in the Heian moon. The Heian Moon Garden, 400 years without a single sword drawn. Feel the silk of a 12-layer kimono brush your cheek. It is the year 794. Emperor Kanmu has just moved the capital from noisy Nara to a quiet valley cradled by mountains shaped like sleeping lions. He names the new city Heian-kyo, the capital of peace and tranquility. Tonight, it is simply Kyoto, and it is the most serene place humans have ever built. Imagine waking at 3 a.m. to the sound of nothing. No wheels, no horns, only the soft drip of a bamboo deer scarer. Tonk, silence. Tonk, a rhythm older than clocks. The aristocrats, courtiers in lavender and moss green, rise before dawn to write poetry on scented paper. They do not govern, they feel. Lady Murasaki Shikubu, age 27, sits at a low vermilion desk. Her inkstone holds a single drop of dew from a camellia. She dips her brush and writes the first line of the tale of Genji, "In a certain rain."
The sentence floats across the page like moonlight on water. She will write 54 chapters, each one a pillow for the soul. Walk with her to the garden. White gravel paths curve like the brushstrokes of a Zen master. A stone lantern glows with whale oil flame. Koi drift beneath lotus leaves the size of parasols. Every tree is shaped by human hands, pine branches trained to sweep the ground like courtesan sleeves. In spring, the cherries bloom for exactly 7 days. Courtiers gather on vermilion bridges to drink sake from square cups, watching petals fall in slow motion. They call it mono no aware, the gentle sadness of beautiful things passing. Tonight, the sadness is so gentle, it feels like joy. Sei Shonagan, Murasaki's rival and friend, keeps a pillow book. She lists things that make the heart flutter. The smell of incense on a sleeve left in the rain. A letter arriving just as the moon rises. The sound of a blind being lowered at dusk. She never mentions war. War is happening somewhere else, beyond the mountains, like thunder you can ignore. Time drifts. Centuries pass in the length of one long sigh. Emperors change, but the palace ritual stays the same. Wake at the hour of the tiger. Bathe in cedar water scented with yuzu. Dress in the color of the season. Compose a waka poem before breakfast. Watch the moon until it sets behind the western pagoda. In 10004, Fujiwara no Michinaga, the real power behind the throne, hosts a moon viewing party on a boat shaped like a dragon. Lanterns float downstream carrying tiny poems. One reads, "The moon is a mirror. I polish with my sleeve until I disappear." The courtiers weep, not from sorrow, but from too much beauty. By 1185, the samurai will ride in, but for 391 years, the only blades drawn are the silver ones of moonlight on the garden pond. Tonight, you are invited to the last moon viewing of the era. Lie back on the veranda. Feel the cool lacquer against your spine. Count the petals as they fall. 1, 2, 3. Each petal is a year of perfect peace. When you reach 391, you will be asleep.
The singing revolution, when 10,000 voices replaced tanks. Without waking, let the tatami dissolve into snow. The moon becomes the Baltic winter moon, full and low, the color of warm milk. You are standing on a hillside outside Tallinn, Estonia. It is 23 August 1989. The air smells of pine resin and freedom. Your coat is wool. Your scarf is the blue-black-white of the forbidden Estonian flag. Around you, 30,000 people link arms. No guns, no shouts, only breath made visible in the cold. This is the Baltic Way. 2 million people, 1/3 of the entire population of Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania, form a human chain 600 kilometers long from Tallinn to Vilnius, holding hands across 3 occupied nations. They do not march, they sway, and they sing. The song is Eestlane olen and eestlaseks jään. I am Estonian, and I will remain Estonian. 10,000 voices in perfect unison, soft enough to hear the snowflakes land. The Soviet tanks parked on the city squares suddenly look ridiculous, like iron dinosaurs in a lullaby. Rewind 3 years, 1986.
a Tallinn nightclub called Kelder. Young people gather after curfew to sing folk songs banned for 50 years. They call it Laulupidu, the singing festival, but whisper it like a secret. One night, a girl named Trivemi Veliste stands on a table and sings the forbidden national anthem. The room falls silent, then joins her, voices rising like warm steam. The KGB agents in the corner put down their vodkas and listen.
Some cry. Music has entered the room and politics has left. Fast forward to 1988, the Tallinn Song Festival grounds. 150,000 people gather under a sky the color of wet slate. The conductor raises his baton. Instead of the Soviet hymn, the choir sings Mu isama on minu arm. My fatherland is my love. The sound is so pure, it bends the birch trees. Television cameras broadcast it live. Moscow watches, stunned. No one is arrested. The song has made arrest impossible. Now, 23rd August 1989, the human chain. A grandmother in a headscarf holds the hand of a Soviet soldier who has removed his cap. They sing the same verse. The soldier's eyes fill. He has never heard his own language sound so gentle. 2 years later, 20th August 1991, Estonia declares independence. The Soviet Union, the empire that swallowed nations, collapses without a shot fired in the Baltics. Historians will call it the Singing Revolution. 4 years, 0 casualties, 100 traditional songs, 2 million voices. Tonight, you are in the front row of the final concert. The Tallinn Song Festival grounds, 1991. The stage is a sea of blue, black, white flags. The choir wears full costumes stitched by grandmothers. They sing a lullaby older than occupation. Hoia Jumal Eesti. God, protect Estonia. The melody is so soft, it could tuck a continent into bed. Feel the vibration in your ribcage. It is the sound of tanks rolling backward into history books. Pause. Only the sound of 10,000 voices fading into snow. For 20 slow breaths. Closing the second hour. You have now drifted through 391 years of Heian moon gardens, watched petals fall in perfect time, stood in a human chain that stretched across 3 nations, felt a soldier cry to a folk song. Your body is lighter than cherry silk. Your heartbeat slower than a deer scarer. The moon is full in 2 cultures at once. Sleep is no longer a destination, it is the country you already live in. If this double serenity has melted the last knot in your spine, press like so YouTube sends more moonlight. Subscribe so the next garden is already raked. Comment only, still singing, and I'll know you're dreaming in 4-part harmony. Part 3 will carry us to the silent libraries of Timbuktu under starlight, the Quaker silence that ended slavery, the night Rachel Carson wrote Silent Spring by candlelight, and the moment the Berlin Wall opened with a single kiss, but only when you wake. Petal on your cheek, snowflake on your tongue, and whisper, Part 3. Until then, the Heian moon is your nightlight. The Estonian choir is your lullaby. Good night, peaceful one. History is holding you the way the Baltic Sea holds the horizon. Gently, completely, forever.
You are lying on a rooftop of salt bricks. The year is 1591. Timbuktu, Mali. The sky is so clear you can see the dust of the Milky Way. Your mattress is a woven mat of dyed indigo. Your blanket is the warm breath of the Sahara. Breathe in the scent of old leather and frankincense. Breathe out every worry you ever wrote down. Subscribe now so the desert wind always finds your window. Like if your jaw just unclenched. Comment only, "Still reading," and I'll know you're inside the manuscript. The silent libraries of Timbuktu, where books were more precious than gold. Feel the cool mud brick wall against your shoulder. It is the 13th century. The city of 333 saints sleeps beneath a dome of stars. Inside the Sankore Mosque, a boy named Ahmed Baba, future scholar, future exile, lights a single clay lamp. Its flame trembles on 40,000 manuscripts, stacked like honeycombs in cedar chests. No one speaks above a whisper. Even the camels outside lower their voices. Timbuktu was never meant to be a city. It began as a seasonal camp. Timbuktu, the place of Buktu, a Tuareg woman who watched over wells. By 1200, gold and salt caravans crossed here, each camel carrying 30 kilograms of salt slabs, worth more than its weight in gold in the south. But the real treasure arrived on quieter feet.
Scholars fleeing Baghdad after the Mongol sack of 1258. They brought books sewn with gazelle's sinew, ink made from gallnuts and soot, pages that smelled of desert roses. Imagine walking the narrow alleys at dusk. Every doorway is a library. The Mama Hydra Library, 25,000 volumes in a courtyard of date palms. The Ahmed Baba Institute, named for the boy who grew up to write 70 treatises on astronomy, law, and how to be kind. The Fandokati Collection, family scrolls carried across the Sahara in iron trunks since 1468, each generation adding a new poem, the way a tree adds a ring. Inside one chest, a 14th century astronomy text with star maps drawn in gold leaf, showing the exact night Jupiter and Saturn kissed. Inside another, a love letter from a Moorish princess to a scholar in Cordoba, folded so small it fits in a locket. Inside a third, a recipe for insomnia. Drink warm camel milk with 7 grains of frankincense while reciting Surah Al-Kahf under the moon. Tonight, we are following the recipe. The scholars worked by starlight. They copied books by hand, one page taking 3 days, each letter shaped like a tiny boat, carrying knowledge across centuries. They paid copyists in gold dust, weighed on peacock feather scales. A single volume of Ibn Battuta's travels cost more than a house. When drought came, families sold their jewelry, but never their books. In 1591, Moroccan invaders marched south. They demanded tribute. Timbuktu sent 300 manuscripts instead. The Sultan opened one, a treatise on peaceful governance, and wept. He left the city untouched. For 400 years, the library slept safely, guarded by families who locked their doors with keys carved from ebony and prayer. Tonight, you are the night watchman. Walk the rooftops. Touch the iron padlocks cooled by starlight. Listen, the books are breathing. Every page is a lung filled with 13th century air. Lie down beside the chest that holds the insomnia cure. Open it.
The parchment smells of saffron and candle smoke. Read one line aloud, soft as a lullaby. Sleep is the younger brother of death. Treat him gently, and he will carry you home. Feel the words dissolve on your tongue like honey from Gao. Let the younger brother lift you. Pause. Only the sound of parchment turning. Shh. Shh. for 15 slow breaths. The night the Berlin Wall opened with a kiss. Without waking, let the salt bricks dissolve into concrete. The desert wind becomes a November gale. You are standing at Bornholmer Strasse crossing, 9th November 1989, 11:17 p.m. The temperature is 3 degrees Celsius. Your breath makes tiny ghosts. Your coat is East German wool. Your heart is about to make history. For 28 years, the wall has stood, 3.6 meters high, 96 miles long, 140 kilometers of silence, dividing mothers from daughters, lovers from lovers, a city from itself. Tonight, the silence cracks. It begins with a mistake. At a press conference, a tired official named Günter Schabowski reads from a paper he barely understands. Travel restrictions are lifted immediately. He shrugs. The room explodes. East Berliners flood the checkpoints. Guards, 19-year-old boys with rifles, look at each other. No orders, no script. Only 100,000 people singing Wir sind das Volk, We Are the People. At Bornholmer, Lieutenant Harald Jager watches the crowd grow. He has a daughter on the other side. He has a radio that says nothing. At 11:30 p.m., he makes the quietest revolution in history. He lifts the barrier, 1 meter, then 2, then all the way. The first East Berliner steps through, a woman named Angela Mueller, carrying a bottle of Sekt and a rose. She kisses the first West Berliner she sees, a stranger named Klaus. Their lips meet for 3 seconds. In those 3 seconds, the Cold War ends. Cameras flash. Champagne corks pop like soft gunshots. Someone starts singing Beethoven's Ode to Joy in the key of hope. By midnight, the wall is a dance floor. People climb it with hammers made of joy. They chip away tiny pieces, concrete confetti, and tuck them into pockets like Timbuktu families tuck manuscripts into sleeves. A grandmother from Leipzig stands on the wall and waves to her grandson in Kreuzberg. They have not touched in 28 years. Tonight, they touch for the first time since he was 3. Their embrace lasts 42 seconds. It is the longest hug in German history. At 3 a.m., the Brandenburg Gate, closed since 1961, opens its columns. East and West Berliners walk through arm in arm, boots crunching on broken glass that sparkles like desert salt under streetlights. David Hasselhoff will sing on the wall in 2 months, but tonight, the only music is the sound of 16 million people learning how to breathe again. Tonight, you are Angela Mueller. Feel the rose in your hand. Feel Klaus's cheek, cold, then warm. Hear the cork pop. Taste the Sekt, sweet, sharp, alive. Lie down on the wall itself. Let the concrete, still warm from the day's sun, be your mattress.
Let the kiss be your blanket. Count the hammer strikes. 1, 2, 3. Each strike is a year the wall stood. When you reach 10,280, you will be asleep and the wall will be gone. Pause.
only the sound of concrete dust settling. Shh, shh, for 20 slow breaths. Closing the third hour. You now have guarded 700,000 manuscripts under a Sahara sky, tasted ink made from gallnuts in starlight, lifted a border barrier with one quiet decision, kissed a stranger and ended an empire. Your body is lighter than parchment, your heartbeat slower than a camel's. The desert and the city have become one night. Sleep is no longer a destination. It is the library you are reading and the kiss you are giving. If this triple serenity has dissolved the last wall inside your chest, press like so YouTube sends more salt brick rooftops. Subscribe so the next manuscript is already open. Comment only, still kissing, and I'll know you're dreaming in 2 languages at once. Part 4 will carry us to the Quaker silence that outlawed slavery, the night Rachel Carson wrote Silent Spring by candlelight, the Japanese monk who sat zazen for 63 years, and the moment the last iceberg calved in perfect silence. But only when you wake, frankincense on your skin, champagne on your lips, and whisper, Part 4. Until then, Timbuktu's lamp is your nightlight. Berlin's kiss is your lullaby. Good night, quiet revolutionary. History is holding you, the way the wall once held a city. Tightly, then not at all.
You are lying on a hand-hewn oak bench. The year is 1652, Swarthmore Hall, England. Moonlight falls through diamond-paned windows onto faces lit only by inner light. Your pillow is a folded wool shawl. Your blanket is 300 years of silence. Breathe in the scent of lavender sachets and honesty. Breathe out every word you were ever forced to say. Subscribe now so silence always has a seat beside you. Like if your thoughts just stopped arguing. Comment only, still listening, and I'll know you're in the light. The Quaker silence that outlawed slavery. Feel the rough wool against your cheek. It is 1688, Germantown, Pennsylvania. 4 Quaker farmers, Francis Daniel Pastorius, Durrick Optengraff, Abraham Optengraff, and Garrett Hendricks, sit by a hearth of applewood embers. They have walked 12 miles through snow to deliver a parchment no longer than your forearm. Title: Germantown Friends Protest Against Slavery. First sentence: Is there any that would be done or handled as he is now handling the Africans? They sign it in candlelight, seal it with plain red wax, and send it to the yearly meeting in Philadelphia. No shouting, no placards, only silence so deep it cracks the conscience of an empire. Every first day, Sunday, Quakers gather in unprogrammed meeting. They sit on backless benches arranged in a hollow square so every face can see every heart. No preacher, no sermon, only the rustle of homespun skirts, the creak of boots on pine floorboards, the soft thud of a walking stick laid down. They wait, sometimes 10 minutes, sometimes 90. When the spirit moves, someone speaks, a sentence, a tremor, a tear. Then silence again, deeper than before. In 1758, Philadelphia yearly meeting sits in silence for 3 hours over one question. Shall we continue to buy and sell human beings? A farmer named John Woolman rises.
He has walked 1,500 miles barefoot to free his own soul first. He speaks one sentence: "May we now do unto others as we would have them do unto us." He sits. For 4 years, she writes by candlelight. She rises at 4 a.m. to walk the mudflats at low tide, collecting horseshoe crabs and moon snails, the way other people collect worries. She corresponds with 200 scientists in envelopes sealed with beach tar. She battles cancer and the chemical industry with equal quiet. Her doctor says, "Rest." She answers, "The ospreys have no one else." On 27 September 1962, Silent Spring is published. The first printing sells out in 3 days. President Kennedy reads it at breakfast and orders a federal investigation. The EPA is born. DDT is banned. Songbirds return. All because one woman sat by one candle and refused to let the spring go silent. Tonight, you are Rachel. Feel the cool brass of the microscope under your left hand. Feel the warm wax dripping onto the page under your right. Read one sentence aloud, soft as tide on sand. Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. Let the candle burn lower. Let the ospreys call outside. Let the spring come back, one robin at a time. The monk who sat 63 years, and the iceberg that calved in silence. The cabin dissolves into moss. The year is 1200, Eihiji Temple, Japan. You are lying on a zafu cushion in the meditation hall. The air smells of cedar and matcha. Across from you sits Zen Master Eihi Dogen, founder of Soto Zen. He is 23 years old and has just returned from China with one instruction: just sit. For the next 63 years, he sits. Not in a cave, not on a mountaintop, in a wooden hall with 200 other monks who wake at 3 a.m.